Travis Wingoods. So it's after 11. The Mormon employee has ended his shift, assuming he doesn't have a double shift today. And so, yeah, after posting the response video to the first video of the day, dear God, these guys just treat me as dumb. Seriously, after 8.4K videos showing you that I don't forget, they still forget that I'm dumb, or that I'm not dumb. They still think I'm dumb. Dumb. They're googly moogly. Unbelievable. And so, yeah, after doing the 2 videos, I then realized, oh yeah, it's the 6th. We're back to the calendar for the month of Adar for the Jews, which is the month of March, which I've already done the preliminary video for you, as I think that was the first video for this month's playlist. 2025 March, Adar March. I think I threw in Adar for this playlist because of how it's huge. And so I tried to cover it, and wasn't it 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours, my goodness. Because it's that important. And I wasn't sure when things were going to hit the fan this month. And now that Trump has been ordered to back down for a month to allow the church to make more money, murder to get gain, yeah, it seems like I can now go over detailed videos as we come across them during the month. But, I don't know. YouTube pissed me off today. They just don't get it. I've warned the Mormon employee. You better be damn sure Nelson directly gave you the order. Because if you're doing this on your own to protect the church, who's helpless and innocent and can't defend themselves, you're gonna get the church in trouble. And so, yes, my response video, you don't mess with me. I will ruin you and take down YouTube with you. I now connected you and YouTube to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints seeking to assassinate Trump. And so, yes, it's very clear that I've been going over 3 Nephi chapter 7 for you. The church was plotting to murder Trump. That was it. The COVID working with China for the lab leak was Nelson. I showed you the clips. I told you I have all documents, all recordings, all leaks, all receipts. I've done the research, I've ran the tests, I've made the conclusions, I've established the truth. Just because I have 8.4K videos and I don't cover all of them in one video and keep it below a minute so that you can understand, because your attention span is ADD and you need drugs from a psycho so that you can have tardive dyskinesia with Oaks. Trying to save your bleeping lives, and you just want me dead. Dear God, you've never appreciated me. I quit. Hell no. I'm not quitting. I'm going to rub it in your faces. And so, yeah, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, and Trump were all contacted to let them know, why aren't you taking down this church? They tried to assassinate you and profit off of it. And so, yeah, only a Mormon who are put in positions to intercept my emails will be the cause of them not shutting down this church now. There is no excuse. Under Biden, yeah, they were terrorists. Aiding and abetting. We all know Biden was mentally incompetent to run the nation. He was told what to do by the Mormons he employed. But yeah, the church plays both sides for their end goal, their final solution. So 3 Nephi chapter 7, verse 1, that was supposed to be Trump, which had me confused because I wasn't sure, because if it's 2020, it can't be Biden, because Biden's not president. Trump is president. They're going to assassinate Trump? And it didn't make sense. And so now I understand, because they were going to appoint, naturally, because it's in the Constitution to do so, Pence was going to become the president. But he's now Jacob in 3 Nephi 7. And so nobody gives a damn about Pence. And so, yeah, Pence would run away. Brave Sir Pence ran away. As everybody's chanting, hang Mike Pence. But yes, it's because of Sister Jessica, who got released by a Mormon YouTube employee who sent it to a guy Mormon employee, or not Mormon, a YouTuber. And then the Mormon employee thought he would show me how true the church is by recommending his video for me. And boom, you don't mess with me. He'll never understand. He will never get it. He will just get angry after finding out about this video of mine. And the other ones for which he should be fired for. Dear God, YouTube, seriously? You're not going to fire this guy who set you up and framed you. You're going to go down with him, huh? The church has that much control over you, do they? Dear God. But, I mean... Anyway. So, let's just get to the sex. This is a quick video, because it's just a sign in the heavens. But again, it's not just a sign in the heavens. Joseph Smith translation, Revelation chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great sign in heaven, in the likeness of things on the earth. This is the ancient understanding for which they wrote their scriptures. They had signs in the heavens that they knew of, which means they knew astronomy. They knew for many, 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 many thousands of years. They knew many, 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 many thousands of years in the past. They knew many, many, many thousands of years in the future. They knew about the earth and its tilt. They knew in order to get astronomy correct, as they have. This is what people don't get. People think, oh yeah, the circular, centripetal circle thing, and Earth as the center of the universe. And no, that was Catholics, Christians, from Constantine, who took away science, who took away astronomy. They caused this crap. And so the Enlightenment started to bring it back, as they had to begin all over again, running the tests of science to figure out what was already known to the ancient Egyptians. And then the Jews just copied it, plagiarized the Bible. You know, just like the Book of Mormon is plagiarizing the Bible. And so that's how they did it. They designated which stars formed the constellations. They designated the constellations as to what object, what animal, or human they were to be. Their various languages determined the names of them. So Babylon called them differently than Egypt, and Greek called them differently, and Rome called them differently. You don't understand this. You need to know and understand it. Kind of vital to know this scripture that Joseph Smith is adding here. And so, by putting objects and animals and humans, you can now tell stories with the planets, with the sun and the moon. The sun is for government, the moon is for religion. And then you have 5 designated characters that are visible from Earth. And so you can tell stories based on conjunctions, where planets and the celestial bodies are in a specific conjunction and where they move to. And so Abraham sacrificing Isaac, with a messenger appearing and a ram for the sacrifice. 8 April, 4 CE. Aries, solar eclipse, Mercury in conjunction. Real simple to do. And these prophecy scriptures are about the latter days. The Jews talking about their Jewish Christ, who's a human mortal male, not Trinity, not non-Trinity. Human mortal male. That's the Jews. That's their Christ. They wrote the scriptures. It's their interpretation. And they got it from the Egyptians. Horus is not a Trinity, non-Trinitarian, anthropomorphic human animal. Dumbasses. He's mortal human. He's the Christ of the Egyptians. But the animals that are associated with it are about the future prophecies from the signs in the heavens that are given. His 2 eyes are for seership, for eclipses, giving you the day and the hour of when the prophecies are going to happen because of the sign in the heavens of astronomy given. This is not astrology, this is not astrotheology crap. This is science. And it blows my mind. This shows how far advanced and intelligent the ancient Egyptians were. And that the Jews, to be able to know and understand it, were far superiorly intelligent than we currently know. And thus Joseph Smith and Joseph Smith Sr. are far more intelligent than Mormons even know. Dear God, guys, you are not giving Joseph Smith any credit. So, verse 7, Joseph Smith adds, "And the dragon prevailed not against Michael, neither the child." From verse 3, that was moved from verse 5, because they knew the date of verses 1 and 2. "Nor the woman which was the church of God." And if you're going to try to think that you're not going to do your research, you're not going to recognize that I have 8.4K videos, and I probably already talked about it, probably already answered it, because I already did again just the other day over the weekend. Wasn't it, Child Faith? There's a scripture in the Doctrine and Covenants where Joseph Smith says no man knows the day or the hour. Check the date. It was before he did this. Now he knows the date because he moved verse 5 to verse 3. And so yes, the Joseph Smith translation of Genesis, where he gets to Matthew and says no man knows the day or the hour, the Joseph Smith Matthew. Yeah, no, he hadn't gotten to Revelation yet. Just like the Doctrine and Covenants passage. He hadn't gotten here yet. He's near. He knows. Now he knows. He no longer says no man knows the day or the hour. Because guess what? Section 45. Let's check that date. March 7th, 1831. Interesting. Because he does not say no man knows the day or the hour in this passage. He's taking it from Matthew 24 and 25. He's altering it. And he leaves out the day and the hour. That no man knows. He knows. And so that's interesting. Because it was February. Was it 42? Can't remember which section now where he talks about it. Maybe if I ran a search for no man knows the day or the hour. $39. Yeah, there it is. It was 39 that I went over with you several days ago. For the time is at hand, the day or the hour no man knoweth, but it surely shall come. And so this obviously was before, January 5th, 1831. And so it's unclear when did, let's see if I can find it on Google search. When did Joseph Smith work on revising the book of Revelation? $1843. No. Here it is. November 1831. That reality has been formally recognized in the November 1831 decision to have him lead out in revising the Revelation text. No. Here we go. Joseph Smith Papers. Frederick G. Williams served as scribe as Joseph Smith finished his revelations to the book of Revelation between 20 and 31 July 1832. Interesting. So he found out before he got to Revelation. He found out by March, because March he doesn't talk about it anymore. He drops that. Interesting. So yeah, it must have been senior, because the Book of Mormon is the date. So 39, junior went without senior's patriarchal counsel. And thus, in March, corrected junior. Naughty boy, junior. Naughty boy. And so going back to Joseph Smith translation Revelation about the child being the Christ, and the woman being the church, the kingdom for the millennium. The woman being the church, and neither the child nor the woman, which was the church of God, who had been delivered of her pains, and brought forth the kingdom of our God and his Christ. The child is Christ. The woman is the church to bring forth the kingdom. And in order for that to happen, both the church of Jesus Christ, the great and abominable church, and America must fall. And so this is going to be an interesting thing, as Mormons are going to go to war against America now, once Trump finds out that Nelson tried to have him assassinated and profited off of it. The thief will come as an enemy in the night to this valley and utterly destroy the Mormons. Again, exactly what the Danites did in 1838. The Danites were responsible for the war, not the church, not Joseph, but they framed and blamed Joseph and the Mormons so that Thomas B. Marsh, gullible enough to believe them when they threatened him, and he witnessed their abominations to the neighbors, reported to the governor that it was Joseph who was in charge because he was told Joseph was in charge. He never saw Joseph in charge. He never got the orders from Joseph. He got them from the Danites, who said that Joseph Smith gave the orders. And section 117 also contradicts this claim of the Danites, because the Danites forged section 117. But ties directly to 1838's coup. Decertification of the election. Gee, I think we just had that, didn't we? Where Trump was going to be assassinated, and then a coup, and poop on the walls of the Capitol because they were on vacation. All of that. This church is trying to destroy the federal government, and they're using Trump to do their will when they were the ones that tried to assassinate Trump. That was supposed to be Trump, and they failed. He lived. and now, I'm now wondering about that blowing off of his ear stunt. You haven't followed my videos on that, have you? Because I swear, and as I did the videos, when they finally released the picture of the boy, who's apparently this big bad assassin, who can't shoot worth a lick and was dropped from the school team. Big bad assassin. Not a patsy whatsoever. We learned you gotta kill him before he can speak to the press. To claim he's a patsy. Which Trump just leaked those documents. They're released. We know it was the CIA run by Mormons straight off their missions. They murdered Kennedy. They murdered Robert Kennedy. They murdered Martin Luther King. They did it. Mormons, assassins for Jesus. Danites all. They're the enemy. They were the ones that brought over the Nazis to work with the CIA to brainwash the masses with drugs and psychology, to divide and conquer America with a false dichotomy. So riled up. So riled up. You don't mess with me. All of it. And so, everything is now getting explained with that Mormon employee thinking he's protecting the poor, helpless, defenseless Church of Jesus Christ of religious freedom to overthrow the government. Unbelievable. See, I knew they failed, but it just wasn't making any sense. And I was going into 2022 and 2023 and 2024, and I'm just going, crap, what's going on? What happened? Did they fail? And yep, they failed. Unbelievable. And so, yes, this is what Joseph Smith is doing. He's talking about signs in the heavens for astronomy. He's giving you the character representations for their likeness of things on the earth, prophecies. That's our Mormon Christ, Mormons, in case you hadn't figured out that Joseph Smith is our founder. And the date is the 23rd of September 2017. The start of the latter days, the start of his ministry to Judah. Utah, phonetically the same. It's just unbelievable that Mormons just want to live in ignorance, waiting for Jesus to show, and just say, bleep you, Joseph. Christianity is true. You're a Christian, Joseph. Just so evil, Mormons. Abominable. And so, yeah, the second failed marriage, her sister was a seminary teacher. And so when she found the video that I did way back in 2017 on this, she was trying to argue I was wrong. That it says, and she was quoting from the manual, not from the scripture. That the woman is the church, and that the man-child is the kingdom of our God and his Christ. Yeah. It didn't click. Seminary teacher for years. It wasn't clicking. She had the manual. This is all the manual would do. Parrot it. It would not explain it. It would not go beyond. They would not give you the date. How dare they? Catholics won't give you the date. It has to be 1 CE, 25th December. We'll check your Urim and Thummim. Every astronomer knows that. No! Not even the 6th of April, but the 8th of April, 4 CE, 600 years from the time Lehi left Jerusalem, which is 20 years before the last year of the latter days in Revelation 19, 11, and 17, which is the Exodus year 2020. Yep. Like I said, everything happened in 2020 except for the assassination of Trump and the coup of the government. I did my part. The church failed. They failed to do their part. And again, I have to remind you yet again, every single video now since little sister Jessica, cute little sister Jessica, who better be married, but I can't condemn you to that. You deserve better than a Mormon boy. For the hero that you are. Free Sister Jessica. Anybody been here around long enough to remember my free Garna Mahia? They still will not give her the main anchor position. Come on, KSL. What the hell? missionary in 2020, mission president, went to the meeting in Las Vegas, 14th of March, Saturday, 2020. Oaks was speaking. You see, if no man knows the day or the hour, which Oaks, I got on recording, confessing that lie, no man knows the day or the hour. Now pay attention to this. 2020 is not the end of the world, but merely a test. Really? How would you know? If you don't know the day or the hour, how do you know 2020 is a test, a trial run for the second coming of him whom we don't know the day or the hour of his coming? It could be another 200 years. It could be 2 years, 10 days. Who knows? Nobody knows. Because you're too stupid or evil to let Mormons know that it was the 23rd of September 2017 for the Jewish Christ. And the evils of Constantine has made it so that the Jews don't even acknowledge Revelation as theirs. So they don't know the date of the coming of their Christ, even though it's in Hebrew all over the place in their Hebrew text. Even in the alphabet letters, it's in their text. So that they would know, because the Jewish authors knew, they put it in Hebrew for the Jews. But the damage of Constantine was severe and permanent. And so yes, Oaks is confessing he knows the day or the hour of the Jewish Christ, because he knows there is no Jesus. And so what he's saying is, we are the enemy. We have a plot, and this is the date of what we're running a test for, because the actual date we're now pushing up to 2024 and 2025. And so everything in 2020, including the assassination of Trump, was 2020. Just as the Book of Mormon told us it was supposed to be. It was not supposed to be a test run. This was supposed to be it. But for some reason, Nelson and Oaks made the decision to hold off for 4 more years. And why? Because if they were actually going to go through with it in 2020, he would not be saying 2020 is a test run, merely a test, a trial run. He would be saying, make sure your missionaries are prepared for the coming of Jesus Christ. As Nelson had already been saying several times, in a coming day, in a coming days, in a coming day, in a coming days. He would have been telling everybody, prepare for the coming of Jesus. But nope, he changed it. Nobody was supposed to know about this. This was a secret to the mission presidents, brand new, going out into the field. They were not. President Marquis is a naughty boy. You are not supposed to record him. He has made it very clear. Do not record me. And Sister Jessica then, one phase away from Oaks saying, don't record me. She doesn't know. All she reads is the mission president's letter to Mommy and Daddy and her state president. And so she's thinking, oh, the church is so true. Jesus, yay, it's coming. That's supposed to inspire her to go around. Here's the Book of Mormon. It's another testament of Jesus Christ. It says Jews. No, Jesus. But Jews. Hey, 2 Nephi chapter 3, verse 5. Those are the Jewish Christs. No, 3 Nephi 11. See, Jesus is in the center of our name. We're Christian, just like you, but we're Trinity. Your Jesus is non-Trinitarian. No, we're the same. Oh, Sister Jessica, if you choose to come to Zion, you are getting the palace. Seriously. As much as I'm mocking you for being Mormon, you are a precious gem. I think you might even be able to push out the others before you. You will get your first pick. You will be first, Sister Jessica. Yep. Over a quadriplegic single mother of 15 kids. Who's elderly. You, Sister Jessica, will be first. Dear God, this has just been too long. Already is supposed to have been in Zion. I did my part. I've been the good guy. Nobody ever threw a party for me. You have to know Mormonism. Prodigal son video of the church. Because when I say stuff like, Mahana, you ugly, you're supposed to know the Mormon video of Johnny Lingo. There are just those things in Mormonism that are exclusive to Mormonism, and anybody outside of Mormonism, they have no clue what we're talking about. But I expect my audience to know. Apparently they don't. So yeah, he exposes they're the enemy, that they are plotting to overthrow the government for 200 years under Brigham Young. Because it wasn't Joseph. Joseph Smith warned us, and Brigham Young refused to publish it. Because Joseph Smith calls out Brigham as the enemy. And they just got out of their meeting 38 minutes ago, and they're now finding out that, oh crap, the Mormon employee got caught. And so, again, I had forgotten about the 6th. I knew previously because I did the video and covered it, and knew from the calendar to trigger memory to remind me to do this for today. But this morning with that attack, after doing the Trump Ice video, forgot. And so I don't have it memorized. I didn't remember what today was about. And so you need to understand this, because I just fulfilled it today because of the Mormon employee. Sign in the heavens in the likeness of things on the earth. Good job, Mormon. You blew it again. And so, today is the first quarter moon, and it's in conjunction with the man-child, the Christ. The Jewish Christ of Mormons, who's a mortal human man. Unbelievable. And so, he's right there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Doesn't matter. Microsoft has screwed up my computer. They did another screw up 3 days ago also, in conjunction with Google's screw up with YouTube. Everybody's attacking me now. Dear God. I mean, when I do a search for files on my system, because I got to use pictures, got to use video clips, so I run searches. It would show up with the large font print of each of the files. Not anymore. They're back to small. I mean, dear God. And it doesn't want to cooperate anymore, and then the picture viewer, oh my hell. It doesn't have the bar now. They got rid of the bar, so now I got to use my mouse to scroll in and scroll out, which is fine, but what are you screwing around with my system for? Leave me alone. I had it all set up years ago the way I wanted it, and it took forever to finally get it to the way I wanted it and you to leave it alone. Everybody is attacking me. Unbelievable. So, the moon, religion. Remember? Religion. I'm looking at the screen. Left eye is for the moon. Religion. And it's the first quarter. Okay? And it's in conjunction with Jupiter. Jupiter is the Christ, the sign on the likeness of things on the earth. The Mormon, the Christ. That's him, that's me. With the moon for religion. And it's first quarter. So it's a partial moon. Just like the horns of Taurus the bull are horns. The Jews used a shofar horn to blow the trump with, to give out a warning message with. The moon is a crescent. Horn, first quarter. In the horns on the top of the head of Taurus. And what is the message? The message is from the Christ, me. I gave you the message today in response to the attack of Trump ICE 2025 about the assassination of Trump, because the Mormon employee thought he was going to protect this church because it's so helpless, so tender, so sensitive. And Taurus the bull is associated with the Apis bull of the Egyptians for the transfer of authority. What did I tell you in my response video? Hello, I'm the guy. The church needs to hand it over to me. It does not belong to them. They're calling it Christian. They're making a profit off of lying about it. The Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith are Jewish. I'm the Jewish leader, not Nelson. Section 107, 91, and 92. Very plain, pure, and precious. And that's how it works, guys. Sign in the heavens in the likeness of things on the earth. Using the animal shapes and the anthropomorphizing to tell the scripture prophecy of the reality. That is how it's done. I did not plan this. It was the Mormon. Blame him. Because the church is too sensitive to protect themselves, to tell us the truth. Power to the people, not the church.